Welcome at Ask the Professor. I'm really happy to see you all in this course. I think we have a good relationship within each other. I see some activities with questions, but also questions to me. So let's see what I can do for you. There was a question about switch heaters and what is the disadvantage and advantage of these systems, and also the different systems we have, because it's you can do it by electricity or gas heating or other sources, like the sources are out of the soil. No problem. The only problem you have or people have in the world is when do you have the snow? And when the snow is only there in the wintertime, for example, when it is very cold in a Nordic area, for example, then you have a different snow than we have, for example, in Holland, with snow which can also is switching between the 0 degree. And 0 degree means, okay, it's freeze or doesn't freeze. So in that area, it's really difficult because snow is then maybe melting down, and then in this 1 hour later, it is freezing again. And then you get a lot of problems inside the switch. So they can freeze, so the tongue can freeze to the rail, and then you cannot use it anymore. So therefore, you need a high energy input to melt it down, because it's not only snow, but also this freezing point. Another issue is, okay, when the train are running and you are around this 0 point, then it is melting down. It is accumulating a lot of snow inside around the wheels, so in the bogie. So when you are reaching a switch and you go over a frog, then the train is doing like this, and all the snow is coming out of this running train. And then you have this size of snow blocks in your switch. And then you need a big burner to get this away. So just thinking, okay, I have dimensions of a small heating line of electricity, because we only have 1 centimeter of snow, forget it, you always get troubles. And that's the mistake people made. When you look at snow, it's not only the flakes and the centimeters, but it is the full system around it. So be careful of this. But keep that in mind. Sometimes you have this size of blocks of snow or ice, how to melt that down. So you need big material for this. Good luck. So I saw already a question about the news flash, as I also have to read that, and that's about an inspection train Dr. Rail in China high-speed line. So that's a good question. What is it? This Chinese Dr. Rail is really monitoring the geometry, but more than only geometry. So you also measure the dynamics and also the acceleration of the car body or the movements, what you see in between the wheel-rail interface. And then you see a lot more than just only the geometry problems. Because the dynamic impacts means, hammering on the system, and then you can break down easily when you have only this mismatch of the geometry of 1 millimeter and you drive high speed, you can have 300 G on your construction, and that's a lot. When you think about 50 tons on a locomotive, and then it's hammering with 300 G on it, then it will break. Everybody knows. So the way is to make it very smooth. Don't make any interruptions, but how to manage this, and therefore you need maintenance, and therefore you have to do predictive maintenance, and to predict when you have to do the maintenance, and therefore you have this Dr. Rail from China. We also have this in Holland, so it's good that we have combined these ideas: geometry, safety, cracks, acceleration sensors, and that's a nice combination, because you have to look as an integral approach to the full system of rail, and then you understand how and when to do the maintenance on asset management. How to do that in Holland? We have Euroscout for the geometry and the cracks in the rail. That's a safety issue. That's a safety guarantee. Okay, the track is safe, so for the next year you can go on. But we need more, and therefore we have this our CTO measurement train from the TU Delft. We have our own train, our own measurement coach with all the sensors and LDV, laser Doppler vibrometry sensors, accelerometers, and other things. So we can also measure the dynamic stiffness and also the dynamics when we are running on the track. And then we exactly know till the half of the ballast bed what is really the problem. Are there cracks? Is it crushed, or is there something broken? that's a really nice extra than just only looking at the geometry, because you can do predictive maintenance, and that saves a lot of money, because you do just the maintenance on the spot, but also in time you can predict, and that's nice for the passenger as well. So happy people after all. Thank you very much for all these questions. I really enjoyed. Also, I learned something from the discussions online. So thank you very much. Next time, please follow up new questions or problems you have in your own country. Also, always interesting how you have the difference in different countries for a problem with different solutions. And sometimes you can learn a lot from each other. So feel free, give questions for the next round, and keep on track.